Well, I think it's obvious in any campaign there are some big issues and big events that people can see quite readily. But my fear is that there is brewing at Westminster Conservative Party headquarters in London a number of very significant issues that could coalesce quite soon. Amidst those, I think, are some obvious ones. I mean, first of all, the lurch to the right by the government at Westminster. There's coalition in name only. That's a worry for Scots. I think the second point is that certainly England is now on the march, and the rise of UKIP gives cause for concern. And one big other factor is the Labour Party in Scotland itself. Since 2006, it's failed to get to grips with devolution. It's failed to get to grips with a real assault on the SNP, and quite frankly Scots are looking for an alternative now that will see a narrowing of the vote. But for the Better Together campaign, you know, it's a kind of hollow theme in the sense that I think that the United Kingdom is becoming more divided, Britain's becoming more divided. And one of the things that really concerns Scots is that every day we have to listen to another fear, another scare, another threat. This week we won't get into the Commonwealth, we won't get into the European Union, we won't get into a currency union in the UK, we won't get into NATO. Scots are sick and tired of that. You know, I was joking with some people recently when they suggested if they voted for independence, all sorts of famine, aliens and other things would befall them if they did that. So this is a nonsense. We've got to treat the electorate as grown-ups, and quite frankly, the No campaign is currently not doing that. But they're also spreading a fear factor. If you vote for independence, certain things will befall you. What kind of Scotland is it we're fighting for? What kind of Scotland are we talking about? Do we want to be more like Denmark than England? The No campaign is not matching the aspirations of Scots. We need to be more concerned about the Scottishness element, the pride, the passion, the patriotism. That yes, Scotland could go alone, but at least the pride and passion will be translated into something positive. Since 2006 and the defeat by the SNP, Labour in particular and unionist politics generally have failed to realise that nationality and identity are important factors. We believe in Scotland. Out of the Union, there is a big future for this country. We want a vision. We want to look at what kind of Scotland we require. And quite frankly, if you start to talk about those issues, people will relate. And you cannot continue to be so relentlessly negative and expect people to warm to you. What is really important here is this. You know, the 306 years existence of the Union by itself is no mere guarantee that it should continue. See Scotland as it is. You want to know if there's an alternative to status quo unionism.